And this here's Old Chance. Say hi, old fella.
Hello.
And welcome to day 28 of Shocktoberfest 2023. This is part 2 of a twofer for special request of my brother Eric. Today we're going to be talking about 1990s Demonia. Now, you know that we've had a lot of movies in these review series that we sit there saying WTF. Yeah, this one, this one definitely takes the cake on the, I'm just gonna say it, of the what the fuckery. This is like,
I'm still confused.
Yeah, the movie takes place, it starts off in the late 1400s in Sicily, where a group of nuns that have been involved in some not so Christian rituals, they're basically deemed heretics and are crucified. And apparently there's a curse that goes around the town. The town is superstitious. And then you fast forward to present day in Toronto, Canada, where a group of archaeologists are going to be going over to this old monastery to look at the artifacts and see the possibility of anything interesting or demonic. And eventually, one of the archaeologists, as you see this flashback at the beginning, wakes up out of a seance and sees what happened, and then she starts having nightmares about said heretic burning. And she finds out more that these nuns were not doing, they weren't doing a whole lot of great stuff. They weren't
being very nunny.
Yeah, and while people are getting involved talking with her about it, people start dying in very supernatural and mysterious ways. And then eventually when the other archaeologists start noticing the trend of weird stuff, they're trying to get her to get out of there, and then apparently she becomes one of them, I guess. I don't know. It's just...
I'm not sure if she becomes one of them or if she's like a descendant.
Yeah, they don't really specify. The movie ended on a very quick, moment.
Quick.
Not knowing what happened. I'm gonna have to watch the documentaries that are tagged on in the special features on this one, because yeah, this movie was I don't know what. I don't know what. Eric, what did you make me watch?
Well, he gave us something interesting.
Yes, he did. And I love horror films. Hey, I really do love a lot of the Italian style of horror, but this one was just kind of, it's not that I hated it. I'm just like, I'm so confused.
I'm pretty sure at the end, like as soon as it started rolling credits, we both just kind of looked at each other and went, what?
Yeah.
What just happened?
I know. But anyways, you can. I'm sure it's going to be on a streaming service somewhere, so go check it out. It's worth a watch, even if it's just a one-time watch. It's worth it.
I would definitely say it's worth the watch. Just be prepared to kind of,
Because now we're going to talk about what we like and we don't like about the film. Let's start off with what we don't like first, because what we like, I already know we're going to have.
We're going to have together.
Yeah. What I don't like is just the confusion. They try to give a little backstory about the nuns that were deemed heretics and everything, but they don't really. It's like the story of Liza, the archaeologist that is starting to see all these premonitions or the dreams and whatnot. It's just they don't really talk much about it.
Was she possessed during the seance? Is she a descendant because she looks like one of the nuns?
That's what I'm wondering.
Just open answer, and maybe it's meant to be that way.
It could be. I don't know. Maybe it's one of those movies that you have to keep watching over and over and over and over and over again.
I'm down to watch it again.
I am too, because we gotta talk about the things that we like about the film.
To talk about what we like.
I think what's funny about it is what I like is because normally with international films that are outside of America, the voice dubbing is just I laugh so hard sometimes because you could have this 8-9-year-old kid and the voice dubbing it is somebody that's probably 14 or 15, and it sounded like the little kid in this movie sounded like he was going through puberty. He was like, hi, Sue. Daddy. Oh gosh. I mean, because sometimes the dubbing is worth it just because of how ridiculous it is.
It was unexpected. We actually had to rewind that part to go, wait, the kid said that?
And not just that part that we had to rewind, we also had to rewind things regarding the special effects. Because some of the death scenes are hilariously funny. Because one of them, boy, you mentioned the little boy, his dad is basically like half-quartered with his legs tied up by the trees, and there's a rope that's going across as a tripwire, and the kid hits the tripwire, and his dad's stomach starts to rip open from getting his legs ripped, and you can obviously see the mortician's wax separating his real chest.
Very different colors.
And then he just rips him in half. We had to watch that a couple times.
Because it was funny.
One time in 1.5 speed, just when he gets ripped in half, it just goes like, wee!
Wee! Oh my God, wee! I also enjoyed the slaughterhouse. The facial expressions.
Oh, Wish.com, Sylvester Stallone getting beaten to death with the meat?
Yes. He beat the meat and then the meat beat him.
Okay, that getting out of our systems, let's grade this film. Becca, you're first.
Oh, you jerk. I'm gonna have to go... I'm gonna go with a B-.
B-, okay.
Because this is one that we're going to be watching again because of the special effects, even though I still am not 100% sure what the movie was about.
That's fair. I was going to give this one a fairly low grade because of how confusing this whole movie was, where it was like, the plot for me, I just like literally like, I spaced out. Like, I mean, I watched the whole movie, I'm just saying like, how confused I was of what the movie was about in general. I was going to give it an inconclusive. But the scene where the man is ripped like that, the movie automatically gets a C+ for me. It survives.
It survives because of that scene.
I'm giving it a C+ just on merit that scene, and then later on the boy being covered in blood and the mother screaming. Yeah, that saved it from me giving it a horrible grade. So yeah, you get that. You get that, Demonia. Well, we hope you enjoyed this interesting review of Demonia. Make sure you leave a thumbs up. If you didn't agree with anything that we said, we talked about, I'm sorry, I'm trying to keep a straight face on all this. You can leave a thumbs down if you don't agree. We totally get it. But be sure you share on social media and push that little red button and ring the bell. And make sure you watch this movie at least once in your life, because for better or worse, you're going to get a good kick out of it. Exactly. Until then, I'm Wild Man Wes.
I'm Rebecca.
And we will see you tomorrow for day 29 of SHOCKTOBERFEST 2023. Take care, and apart from this movie, stay scared, kiddies.